Hey, what's up everyone? Quick tutorial on the Burgman 200, removing this piece here in order to change the windshield to whatever other windshield aftermarket you want to get. I'm getting a Givi windshield. It's taller because I've come to find out that the wind hits my helmet as I drive way too much and it's really annoying. So I decided to get a higher windshield to help alleviate that. So on the Burgman here, looking at some other videos and stuff, I see that the easiest way to do it would be to remove this screw here, come around this side, and you'll see another screw here. So I removed those two screws, and then this part simply, very little effort comes off, but you gotta unsnap it. Careful not to break it. So you unsnap it. If you have a plastic tool, little wedge tool, that'll help a little bit, but without it, it's pretty easy. So anyway, this piece comes off, set it aside here, and from that point, it's simple. Just take off these here screws, all these screws here, and she'll come right off, and then you apply the new one. All right, let me get to taking off these screws, and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, I'm back. I removed all the screws and took off the windshield. Here she is. Pretty simple. Got to apply a little bit of pressure when you're pulling it off right here, because these little rubber, I don't know what you would call them, rivets or whatever, you have to pull the windshield, these little holes, you have to give it some force so that that rubber piece will slide through. And but very simple, easy, little force, not too much. It only requires slight pull, not even I won't even call it a tug, but it came off fairly simple. 1, 2, 3, the screws. Let me place this here. Windshield's plastic, so there's no chance of it falling and cracking or anything. But this was the screw, has a washer, so when you take it off, careful the washer doesn't fall off and hit the ground and go rolling somewhere. But those came off easily. I used a little drill to unscrew them. The last little bit required me to use my hand to get it out because it's caught into this here. So I didn't want to strip this rubber piece here in case it can be stripped. So the last little bit, I just used my hand and pulled it out, and the windshield came right out. Okay, well, my windshield is going to be delivered today, so this was just a prep to get it ready, so when the windshield comes, I can throw it on and take it out for a test drive. So I'll be back when she does. See you. Givi windshield has arrived, packaged up nicely into here. I have it on the back of the bike here, tightly packaged. Got it off of eBay. It arrived in 3 days. I mean, day 1 I ordered, day 2 it was shipped, and it came from North Carolina to Florida, and it was here on day 3. Pretty quick shipping, gotta give credit. All right, so now I'll unwrap this stuff, get it installed over here, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, one thing about these pieces, these rubber pieces that you'll see inside these holes, what I found that I had to do to get these out was I took just a long screwdriver and pretty much pushed into the hole with a rubber piece, the hole right here in the rubber piece, and pushed it through to the other side, making sure that I had my hand on the other side to be able to catch it when it popped through on the other side. All right, so that's a tip, just a little screwdriver, or I prefer the flathead. I didn't want to use a Phillips or anything because I didn't want to puncture it. So I just use a flathead, a little pressure inside the hole, inside the hole of this this here rivet, whatever it is, and just give it a slight push. It pushed through, held it on the other side, caught it, and still got to do this side. I'm gonna get these out, and then I'll get the windshield installed. This right here, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I put in a few of the rivet, you know, the rubber pieces here, rubber rivets, whatever you. I put one here, put one here. So I'm using the same Phillips screwdriver to push them in. So what I try to do is I try to get it through the windshield portion first, then I press it against the plastic on the back side of it, which actually holds it together, and then I push it through that piece while I'm holding this part down, so that you see how it has a tendency of backing out. So I hold it in, and then I push it in so that it stays a little sturdy. I'm thinking I may have to, you see this one here? I may go here and add another one here, then screw it in. This way it'll hold it together, holding the rest of it up with the 2 screws if I tighten it. Because right now I'm not looking how it looks like it keeps trying to pop out. So yeah, let me get to that portion and I'll be right back. All right, I got the windshield installed. Everything's in. I just got to put the front fascia piece, the middle piece there, back in. But like I said before, if you're gonna do this, when putting the screws, the windshield back on, I suggest applying these 2 to start with, because that'll apply the pressure and keep you from having to fiddle down here, because it kind of wants to lean back every time. So doing these 2 will keep it flat. The rest was nice and easy. So that's it right there. This is the old one. Yeah, I'd say it's about 2-3 inches taller than the factory windshield. But as you can tell here, you're covered on your handles, so no more wind hitting your handles, your hands directly. I like that feature. Fairly inexpensive piece, windshield. It cost about, I'd say, $130, free shipping. So I might get it tinted, because I'm not a fan of see-through like that. I don't know, I like a nice little light tint. But yeah, made of a plastic. So let me get that front piece on, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, here's the finished product. I put the front back on. It was easy, just, you know, snap it back in, align everything. Again, the screw goes there to tighten it in. Same thing on the other side. Right here. Windshield has minimal flex, but I think she looks good, and she should serve her purpose. Again, I like how this area here is covered. The handlebars, even with gloves on, the wind could be annoying. So I look forward to trying her out. Hopefully this is high enough to shoot that wind over me. I'm 5'10", so with the stock windshield, I was getting a lot of resistance on my helmet, and it would force me to bend over a little bit. If I wanted to bend over, I would have gotten a sport bike. But I'm at that age where I want to just sit normally, have my back straight, avoid any kind of back pain. So I figure hopefully this windshield here being raised would allow me to, at higher speeds, 60, 65 miles an hour, allow me still to sit up and not have to take the wind to the helmet and ride a little more comfortable. So yeah, thanks for watching. Anything you want to ask, just ask below, but it's a simple process. Later.